Are you ready for a genuine, profound shift in your life? I'm not talking about a tiny tweak, but a massive, game-changing transformation that can start right now. Because in the next few minutes, we're not just going to talk about the nagging voice in your head, that inner critic holding you back like a backseat driver with all the wrong directions. I'm going to hand you the keys to silence it for good. And be sure to stay until the very end, where I'll guide you through a powerful exercise to help you truly envision what your life will feel like once you're free. I'm not just teaching theory here. I've lived this transformation, and that's why I'm so fired up to share these game-changing tools with you. Welcome to Waves of Change. This is my journey of retiring, relocating, and writing what peace means for me, because you're never too late and your peace is never too far. Consider this. Research suggests that the average person has thousands of thoughts every single day. Now get this, up to 80% of those thoughts can be negative, and a staggering 95% of them are repetitive. That means tens of thousands of negative looping messages are playing in your mind on a daily basis, like a broken record stuck on the absolute worst song. Think Milli Vanilli. I'm just kidding. Can you feel the sheer weight of that? It's like trying to sprint a marathon with an anchor tied to your ankle. But what if I told you that you could cut that chain, drop that anchor, and finally run free? Stick with me, because this isn't just another pep talk. This is your inner critic's official eviction notice. All right, friend. That voice, we all know it, don't we? It's the one that whispers, "You're not good enough," right when you're about to take a big leap. It's the one that screams, "You're gonna fail," when you're staring down a huge challenge. It absolutely loves replaying your mistakes on an endless loop, a personal highlight reel of every stumble, every misstep, every single time you felt you weren't good enough. It's a master storyteller, weaving these intricate tales of doubt and fear, always casting you as the villain or the fool in your own life. It's like looking at your reflection in a distorted funhouse mirror. You know, the one, the image is all twisted and exaggerated, and it's definitely not the real you. This inner critic is so much more than a fleeting thought. It's a constant, nagging presence. It's that quiet hum of self-doubt, or sometimes that deafening roar of self-criticism that colors your perception of everything. It's the architect of your anxiety, the fuel for your procrastination, and the heavy blanket that smothers your joy and dreams. It might call you lazy when you simply haven't finished something yet, or it will blow a tiny mistake into a career-ending catastrophe. Think about the last time you wanted to try something new. Maybe applying for that dream job, starting a creative project, or just speaking up in a meeting. What was the first voice you heard? Was it cheering you on? Or was it that sinking echo of, "Who do you think you are? You don't have what it takes. Everybody's going to think you're a fool"? This voice, your inner critic, specializes in the negatives what ifs. What if I fail? What if they laugh at me? What if I'm not smart enough or talented enough or brave enough? I've navigated over 100 job interviews in my career, and even with a 60% offer rate, voice still tries to chime in. Learning to manage it for me was everything. It's exhausting, isn't it? Living with this constant battle inside your own head. It's like having a heckler in the audience of your own life. And this one, man, he knows all your deepest fears and isn't afraid to shout them out at the worst possible moment. This internal chatter doesn't just stay in your head. It shapes your mood, dictates your actions, and can even impact your physical health by keeping stress hormones cranked up like cortisol. This nonstop negative talk is directly linked to increased anxiety, depression, and a total collapse of motivation. It makes hard times feel impossible and can make you question your very own worth. You might look at other people who seem so confident and think, what on earth is wrong with me? Come here, let me tell you something really important. You are not alone in this. This struggle is incredibly human. This inner critic is an almost universal human experience. It's often rooted in our childhood and societal pressures and our brain's own natural threat detection system. It may have started as a misguided attempt to protect you, trying to avoid criticism or brace for failure. But it has grown into a toxic warden holding you prisoner. It whispers insidious lies that you're fundamentally flawed, that your worth is tied to your achievements, your looks, or your productivity. It constantly compares you to others, an impossible game where you always come up short. It blows your failures way out of proportion and shrink your successes until they're almost invisible. This critical voice can pull you into a demoralizing spiral, stirring up emotions like fear, shame, guilt that crush your confidence and your willingness to take a risk. It can make any obstacle feel like an unclimbable mountain. Man, the energy it takes to fight these internal attacks, to simply live under this cloud of self-doubt is immense. Just imagine what you could achieve if all of that energy was pointed in a different direction. If, instead of fighting with yourself, you were cheering yourself on, like having your own personal hype man in your corner. Go, Rocky, go! Go, Rocky, go! The truth is, though, this inner critic, for all its noise, is built on a foundation of lies, twisted truths, and outdated beliefs. It's time to expose it for the fraud that it is. Its voice may be loud, but it does not have to be your truth. You've lived this before long enough. Are you ready for the after? So what if I told you that this eternal tyrant can be overthrown? Would you believe me? I want you to know that the power to silence its voice and dismantle its hold on you has been inside you all along, just waiting for you to awaken it. This isn't wishful thinking. It's the simple understanding that negative thought patterns, no matter how deeply ingrained they feel, are learned. And anything that has been learned can be unlearned, reprogrammed, and replaced. Think of them like an outdated software running in your mind. It was installed a long time ago, but you can uninstall it, install a brand new, empowering operating system. I've worked so hard on this for myself, and I actively teach these principles to my adult daughters, often leading by example, showing them the power of a positive inner dialogue. The journey from self-criticism to self-kindness, from crippling self-doubt to unshakable self-worth, isn't about adding something you don't have. It's about peeling away the negativity that's obscuring the real you. Like an archaeologist, carefully revealing priceless treasure. It's about remembering the incredible inherent value you were born with, a value that isn't determined by your looks, your achievements, by other people's opinions, or by the chatter of your inner critic. This is the turning point. The moment you decide you are no longer going to passively accept the negativity. From now on, you are an active creator of your inner world. The promise here isn't a life free from challenges. There will be challenges, but a life where you face those challenges with your most powerful ally at your side, yourself. We're about to step into powerful mindset shifts and daily habits, practical, actionable strategies that will become your weapons in this fight. These aren't quick fixes, no. They're the building blocks for creating unshakable self-worth, the tools to reclaim your inner peace and finally unlock your true potential. Imagine waking up and the first voice you hear is kind and supportive. Imagine approaching new opportunities with a sense of excitement instead of dread. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing a friend, not an enemy. This is not some far-off dream. This is your approaching reality. Let's go. It's time to transform. All right, friend, let's get to the heart of this transformation. Silencing your inner critic and building unshakable self-worth isn't about finding a single magic bullet. It's about consistently applying powerful mindset shifts and weaving supportive daily habits into the fabric of your life. It's like training a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it'll get. Each small action builds on the last, creating incredible momentum over time. We'll explore 3 fundamental mindset shifts, each with actionable daily habits you could start using today. Mindset shift number 1, from harsh judge to compassionate observer. Your inner critic loves to act like a harsh courtroom judge who only listens to the prosecution, always finding you guilty. Every mistake is a catastrophe, every flaw a fatal error. You might believe this harshness is necessary for motivation. If I'm not hard on myself, I'll just get lazy, it whispers. But the truth is, constant self-bashing doesn't motivate, it paralyzes. It eats away at your self-esteem and makes you terrified to even try. But the new mindset, the empowering mindset, self-compassion, game changer. I keep saying game changer because this works, people, believe me. Self-compassion simply means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a friend who is struggling. It's not about making excuses or wallowing in self-pity. It's about recognizing our shared humanity. That to be human is to be imperfect, to make mistakes, and to feel pain. When you stumble, the compassionate observer doesn't tear you down. It asks, okay, that was tough, but what can we learn from this? How can I support you right now? Studies actually show that self-compassion boosts motivation and resilience far more effectively than self-criticism. It helps you bounce back from stress faster. Let me talk about Sarah for a moment. Sarah, she worked tirelessly on a big presentation. Then right in the meeting, a crucial slide didn't load up. Now Sarah's old inner critic said, Sarah, you're an absolute idiot. You've ruined everything. You are so incompetent. Everyone in that room thinks you are a fool. You'll never be trusted with an important assignment again. Now this monologue, it will leave Sarah feeling crushed and ashamed. But the compassionate observer, the new empowering mindset says, okay, Sarah, that was tough. That slide malfunction was unexpected and so frustrating. It's completely okay to feel disappointed. Tech issues happen. But what can you learn here? Maybe have a PDF back up the next time? You handled the rest of the presentation really well. Let's focus on what went right and how you can move forward. Now, this response from the compassionate observer, it acknowledges the difficulty without judgment, helping her to learn and recover her confidence. Now, the daily habit that goes with this compassionate observer, let's talk about it. It's the self-compassion break. This daily habit. This is a simple, powerful practice that you could use the moment your inner critic starts its attack. It has 3 simple steps. Acknowledge the pain, common humanity, and offer kindness. Acknowledge the pain. Simply say to yourself, this is a moment of suffering, or ouch, this hurts. Just naming the feeling lessens its power. Common humanity. Remind yourself, suffering is a part of life, or other people feel this way too. This directly fights the feeling of isolation that negative self-talk thrives on. And then offer kindness. Gently say, may I be kind to myself in this moment, or may I give myself the compassion I need. You can even place a hand over your heart to enhance this feeling. Doing this simple practice regularly rewires your brain, friend. Let me tell you, your critical thoughts have created a deep, well-worn path in your mind, and each self-compassion break starts to carve a new, kinder path. Over time, that new path becomes your go-to. This process breaks the old negative loop and builds a new, positive one. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know, and I'm telling you what works. So set a couple of daily alerts on your phone to check in with your thoughts. The moment you catch a negative one, that's your trigger. Take 60 seconds for a self-compassion break. Consistency is everything. That's how you make it work. Mindset number 2. From distorted narratives to factual reality. We're going to challenge negative thoughts. The old negative mindset, your inner critic, is a master of cognitive distortions. These are unhelpful and untrue ways of thinking that completely twist reality. It's like a con artist. It uses tricks on you. Trick number 1, all or nothing thinking. Everything is black and white. If you're not perfect, you see yourself as a total failure. Overgeneralizations. You see every single negative event as a never-ending pattern of defeat. Mental filter. You pick out every single negative detail and dwell on it exclusively until your vision of reality becomes dark and gloomy. Catastrophizing. The con artist says you automatically expect disaster, blowing things way out of proportion. And personalization. You believe that you are the sole cause of a negative event that you were not, in fact, primarily responsible for. You end up accepting these twisted thoughts as absolute truths. But there's hope, because the new empowering mindset, it's critical thinking and reality testing. It's time to become the detective of your own thoughts. Instead of automatically believing everything your inner critic says, you're going to question it, demand evidence, and reframe those thoughts into something more balanced and realistic. The goal is to recognize that thoughts are just thoughts. They are not facts. My friend Mark, he didn't get a promotion he really wanted. His old mindset said, see, I knew it. I'm just not good enough. I never get what I want. They probably thought my last project was terrible. My entire career is completely ruined. Mark spiraled, and his motivation hit rock bottom. A year later, with a new mindset, a critical thinking mindset, Mark said, okay, I didn't get the promotion. I feel disappointed, and that's valid. But let's look at the facts. Is it true that I'm not good enough? I've gotten great feedback on other projects. This one role doesn't cancel out all of my other skills. Is it true that I never get what I want? Well, I got that challenging assignment last year. Do I know for a fact they thought my last project was terrible? Or am I assuming it was terrible? Is my career really over? Or is it just a setback I could learn from? What constructive feedback can I ask for? This rational approach lets Mark process his disappointment without destroying his self-worth. It's exactly how I learned to view rejections as learning opportunities, not life sentences. The daily habit to lock in mindset shift number 2 is the catch it, check it, change it journal. Catch it, check it, change it. Catch it, check it, change it journal. This is a structured journal exercise straight from cognitive behavior therapy. And it's just what we need to kick the inner critic's butt. Catch it. When you feel a strong negative emotion or hear a critical thought, write it down exactly as it sounds in your head. I'm such an idiot for making that mistake. Check it. Put that thought on trial. Is it 100% true? What is the evidence for it? What is the evidence against it? Can you spot any cognitive distortions? Would you ever say this to a friend? What's a more balanced perspective? Change it. Rewrite the thought into a statement that is more balanced, realistic, and kinder. I made a mistake, which is disappointing, but that doesn't make me an idiot. Everyone makes mistakes. This is a chance to learn something. I am capable and I can fix this or do better next time. This exercise shines a spotlight on your negative thought patterns, showing you exactly where they come from. The more you challenge and reframe these thoughts, the less power they have over you. Think of it like carving a new positive path in your mind. Now, to get us started, schedule 10 to 15 minutes every evening. Keep a dedicated notebook handy. It might feel a little awkward at first, but the more you practice it, just like anything else, the more natural it will feel, and you could catch these thoughts as they happen. To make it even easier, you can find thought record worksheets online. It gives you a simple fill-in-the-blank structure to follow. If you'd like assistance finding a worksheet, just let me know and I can send one over to you. Just put that in the comments. Mindset shift number 3. This is the crown jewel for me. From external validation to intrinsic self-worth. The old negative mindset. The inner critic loves to tie your self-worth to external things. Your achievements, other people's approval, your looks, your job title. Your sense of value then fluctuates wildly based on these unpredictable factors, like a kite in a storm. This can turn you into a people pleaser, terrified of disapproval, or a perfectionist, constantly chasing the next accomplishment just to feel good enough for a fleeting moment. This is an exhausting and unstable way to live. But the new empowering mindset, recognizing intrinsic worth and living authentically. This powerful shift is about understanding that your worth is built in. It's unconditional, and it does not depend on outside validation. It's about connecting with your core values and unique strengths, and then living in alignment with them. This becomes your anchor, holding you steady no matter what storm comes. Authenticity means honoring your true self, your boundaries, and your needs, rather than twisting yourself into knots, trying to be who you think others want you to be. This builds a stable, resilient sense of self-worth from the inside out. It's a core lesson I work to instill in my daughters. Their worth is inherent and non-negotiable. My cousin Maria, She's a talented artist who dreams of selling her unique abstract paintings. Her inner critic keeps telling her, no one will buy this stuff. She said, it's just too weird. People only want pretty landscapes. If I don't sell anything, it means I'm not a real artist. I should just paint what people want to buy. Maria felt anxious and her creativity was blocked. But then she had a new mindset of intrinsic worth. And she started saying, I create this art because it expresses something true inside of me. My worth as an artist is not defined solely by sales figures. My unique perspective is my greatest asset. I am going to share my worth authentically. If it connects with some people, that's amazing. If not, I will still honor my creative voice because that is who I am. I will figure out my core values and I will stay true to them. Maria, by choosing this path, feels empowered and actually enjoys the process regardless of the immediate results. That's exactly how I feel about Ways of Change. I will continue to put out my videos, and they resonate with some and some they don't. But I put out what my core values believe. And right now, I'm putting out this video because I truly believe forming this mindset to get rid of that inner critic is a valuable tool to have for everyone. So the daily habit to lock in mindset number 3 is values and strength affirmations and gratitude practice. It's a double whammy. This habit combines 2 incredibly effective practices: values and strength affirmations. First, identify your core values, like honesty, creativity, compassion. And 3 to 5 of your key strengths, like resiliency, empathy, problem solving. Next, each morning, state affirmations that connect your planned actions for the day to these principles. For example, today I will act with courage, my value, and use my problem solving skills, my strengths, to tackle that challenge. These are declarations of who you are choosing to be. And then our gratitude practice. Each evening, write down 3 to 5 specific things you're grateful for. They could be big or small: a supportive phone call, a beautiful sunset, a personal win at work. The key is to focus on the positive. Affirming your values and strengths reinforces your internal compass. This is about building your identity. When you affirm, I am a compassionate person, you are casting a vote for that identity. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to the good that is already present, which naturally pushes the negativity aside. There's great satisfaction that comes from recognizing the good in your life and your own inherent strengths on a daily basis. To make this easy, keep a journal by your bed. List your values and strengths on the first page so you can refer to them easy. Try connecting this new habit to something you already do, like during your morning coffee or right before you go to sleep. For gratitude, be specific. Not just, I'm grateful for my sister, but I'm grateful for the encouraging 10-minute call with my sister when I was feeling stressed. This makes the feeling more powerful, and it helps the habit stick. Now just pause for a moment. Close your eyes if you can, if it feels comfortable. Take a slow, deep breath and vividly imagine a life where that relentless inner critic has finally faded into the background. Not just quieted, but its power over you is gone. What does life actually feel like? Picture yourself waking up in the morning and your very first thoughts are gentle, supportive, maybe even excited for the day ahead. There's no instant replay of yesterday's failures, no preemptive wave of anxiety about the future. Instead, there's a profound sense of calm, like turbulent waters that have finally settled into a crystal clear lake. Imagine approaching a new task or a big life change. The old familiar, "you can't do this," is replaced by a curious, encouraging voice that asks, "What if you succeed? What can you learn from this?" This could be amazing. Feel the lightness in your chest, a sense of that heavy weight you've been carrying for so long finally being gone. Visualize yourself interacting with other people. You speak your mind with clarity and confidence because you truly value your own perspective. You're no longer terrified of what others might think. You set healthy boundaries with ease, honoring your own energy and needs as a simple act of self-respect. You connect with people more authentically because you are finally being yourself, grounded in your own worth. Think about setbacks or mistakes because they still will happen. They're a non-negotiable part of life. But now, instead of being an excuse for your critic to launch an all-out attack, they simply become data points. They are opportunities for growth, lessons learned. You treat yourself with genuine compassion, just like you would a dear friend. You help yourself up, dust yourself off, and move forward with more wisdom than before. The sting of failure might be there for a moment, but it doesn't define you or send you spiraling into self-loathing. Feel the creative energy being unleashed now that you're no longer second-guessing every single impulse. It's like a dam bursting. Feel the joy of pursuing your passions just for the love of it, not for anyone else's approval. Feel the freedom to be playful, to experiment, to be imperfectly, wonderfully human. Your relationships become richer and deeper because you're no longer looking to others for validation. You can give and receive love more freely, like a well that draws from its own deep spring. Your confidence isn't fragile or loud. It's a quiet, steady strength that comes from within, like the deep roots of an ancient tree. This is unshakable self-worth. This isn't a fantasy. This is the potential that is lying dormant inside of you right now, just waiting for you to dismantle the voice that told you otherwise. This is the after, a life where your inner world is a sanctuary, not a battlefield. A life where you are your own greatest ally. The peace, the freedom, the quiet confidence, it's all possible. It's your natural state once the critic's noise finally ends. This is the life you are building, starting today. The journey to silence your inner critic and build unshakable self-worth is exactly that, a journey. It's not a race with a flawless finish line. There will be days when the old voice tries to creep back in and moments when you stumble. That's okay. It's all a part of the process. The goal isn't to achieve flawless 24/7 positivity. No, the goal is to fundamentally shift your relationship with yourself, to arm yourself with the tools and the empowering mindset to navigate your inner world with compassion, wisdom, and strength so you become your own best coach, not your harshest referee. I've experienced this transformation. I teach its principles to my family members, and it's the very foundation of my business for serenity's sake. You have just learned potent mindset shifts and actionable daily habits. You've caught a glimpse of what life feels like when your inner critic is no longer running the show. The power to make this transformation real isn't in my hands or in the hands of any other expert. That power is and always has been entirely within you. You are the one person who can consciously choose to observe your thoughts instead of being swallowed by them. Like noticing the weather patterns instead of getting caught up in the storm. You are the one who can courageously challenge the critic's lies with facts. You are the one who could choose moment by moment to treat yourself with the same kindness you so freely offer others. You are the one who can identify your core values and live an authentic life, drawing strength from your unique and powerful qualities. So my heartfelt challenge to you, my call to action is this: start. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it will never arrive. Don't wait until you feel completely ready, because that feeling may never come. Start today. Start right now. Choose one mindset shift from this video that truly resonated with you. Was it self-compassion, challenging negative thoughts, or anchoring your self-worth internally? Then commit to one daily habit, friend. One daily habit that supports that shift. Just one. For the next 7 days, will you commit to a daily self-compassion break? Will you dedicate 10 minutes each evening to your catch it, check it, change it journal? Will you start your day affirming your values and strengths and end it with gratitude? This isn't about overwhelming yourself. No, it's not. It's about taking that first deliberate, empowering step, and then the next one, and then the one after that. Small, consistent actions, when added up with purpose, lead to incredible, lasting transformations, like a tiny seed growing into a mighty tree. If you're looking for a supportive community to go deeper with this work, I warmly invite you to join the waitlist for the Well-Rooted Collective. We're forming a Founders Club for our early members to share, learn, and grow together, reinforcing these positive changes. Simply state in the comments, "I want to be well-rooted," and I'll place you on the waitlist. And if this message struck a chord with you and you're ready to continue on this journey, please show your support. Hit that like button. It really helps other people discover this video. If you know someone who could benefit from hearing this, please share it with them. And of course, subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on more empowering content. Your support means the world, and it helps us grow this incredible community. Remember those tens of thousands of negative, repetitive thoughts? They have more than enough airtime. It's time for a brand new broadcast to start playing in your mind. One filled with self-compassion, realistic optimism, and unshakable belief in your own inherent worth. This is what I personally strive for, and what I truly believe is possible for every single one of us. This video isn't just a collection of ideas, it's an invitation. An invitation to a more peaceful, more powerful, and more authentically fulfilling life. The tools are now yours. The path is clear. The choice rests entirely with you. Thank you for investing this time in yourself. The world needs your unique light, unclouded by the fog of self-doubt. Go forward, silence that critic, and let your true self shine brightly like a lighthouse whose own lamp is finally bright. You are capable, you are worthy, you are more than enough. Let this very moment right here be the one where everything changes. The moment you consciously decide to end negative self-talk, because you're never too late and your peace is never too far.